Okay, I want to know what are your trading questions. Drop them in the chats. And listen, there is no stupid question. The only question that is stupid is the one that does not get asked. So I want you guys to think through, was there a term that you heard in the academy or from one of the live educators? Is there something that as you're going through the process, you're getting stuck on? Guess what? If you're getting stuck on it, most likely, okay, there's other people getting stuck on it also. And so as you ask the questions, then you're going to be helping other people, right, get those questions answered as well. So guys, chat box is open. Drop it, because you guys get to lead our conversations here tonight. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Derek Nation said, where do I start? I'm ready to work. Guys, I love that question. I love that question. Okay. Um, Here's what I'll ask. I'm going to let you guys answer that question real quick. So, guys that have been here a few months, what would you tell Derek Nation, brand new, and he just wants to know, where do I begin with this? What's the number one answer that you guys would give him? All right. Thank you. Thank you, Jonah, right? It's yes, Edwin said it too. There it is, Derek. There it is, Derek. Go to the academy. Let's go. We're on the same page, guys. 100 to 200 series, and then the 300 series. Let's go. Michael Hamilton says 2 and free. Yes, guys, listen. The reason we talk about 2 and free is because I never want there to be an issue for you to be able to pay your tuition. Never. So get your 2 and free done while you're learning, so that it takes the pressure off of you having to ever worry about that monthly tuition payment that you got to make. Academy and study on trading view. Yes. Practice on demo. Man, guys, you know what? I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop getting on here. I'm going to let some of you guys start teaching this. All right. By the way, guys, we hit over 50 students on here. Don't blow up the chat right now, because I want us to see what we're talking about. But we are 50 deep. Let's go. The academy, and don't bounce around from other platforms. Good call, George. Good call. Too many people trying to learn different things, guys. So listen, if you're on here and you have not gone through the Trading Basics 100 to 200 series, that is the number one priority for you right now. If you go through those, here's what I would say. I'm actually recommending people to go through the 300 series as well. The reason being is because in the 300 series, there's some juicy, powerful stuff that I really want you guys to know. So get the 300 series knocked out as well. Okay, so let's kind of go through our academy together tonight. And for those that are a little bit more advanced, don't be smarter than you think you are, and get off this call, because there's going to probably be something here that we're going to share tonight that's going to help you. And by the way, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of sauce for confirming these harmonic scanner trades. Okay, Gavin says 300 series is mint. Yeah, absolutely. It is very, very powerful. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to open up the precious, the beautiful. Is it ever a safe idea to see a chart go way up or way down and assume it will flip? Yes, but you have to have a reason for that. Don't just be jumping into stuff, because sometimes it'll keep taking off on you. All right. What do we look for? How do we set up to create confirmation? Do we believe it's called? Yes, market confluence. Yes, many different ways to do it, but we're going to talk about that on tonight's call. All right, good questions. Good questions, George. I like it. I like it. How do you know when to exit a trade even if it hasn't hit take profit? Good call. We're going to go through. That's a good question. Those are the questions I want, guys. Come on. Bring some questions. Bring them. You guys are the fuel for tonight's call. All right. At about 9:35, I'm going to start going over harmonic scanner stuff. So listen, what's the first thing a person does? You guys have all seen this, but I'm going to give you guys just a refresher. You go to academies, Forex English. Okay. Now, for some reason, lately, there's been a little bit of a challenge, and it doesn't show up like this for everybody. Not sure why, but that's something they're fixing in the back end. But here's what you can do. You come here and you press the enroll button. And when you press that button, it takes you here. The Forex handbook, you can download it, and it shows you actually a blueprint on how to learn Forex. All right. And then you click here. You see Forex 101. What is Forex? Click that and look at this, guys. Every single video is here. Every single video is here. And you just scroll down and you guys will be able to look at every video, all right? 100 to 300 series is the minimum. And if you guys want to get into advanced stuff, okay? If you guys want to get into advanced stuff, you're going to go down here, okay? Look at this, guys. This is all super advanced stuff that people pay sometimes tens of thousands of dollars for. George asked a good question. Are there more groups like FM Profits? George, do not seek Telegram groups that send out trade signals. Not good, not good. Sometimes these aren't people even from IM Academy. I cannot vouch for anything that they're sending out, anything that they're doing. So I would actually stop doing that, and I would actually subscribe to Pip Talk. That's what Pip Talk is for, and we're gonna go into that, all right? So here, guys, is what you do. You come in here, 100 series, 200 series, 300 series, and then 400 is super advanced. So some of you guys that are studying like the harmonic scanner and you guys want to learn, look, you'll learn about harmonics right up in here and what those harmonic patterns mean and how they work. Risk management planning, that's probably something everybody here should be watching, all right? Identifying a trending market, auction market theory. So this is very in-depth, next level stuff. Unless you guys want to be an expert trader, you don't need that. But once you guys get through the basic academy, go back and get in there. Now we're going to answer George's question. Okay, what about these groups? Guys, don't look for more Telegram groups. You're going to go insane. All right, here's what you do. You come here to Pip Talk. All right, Pip Talk is connected to your IM Academy app. So you download the IM Academy app, you log in, and then you can go in here. Hello, Gold Cup. You get Gold Cup alerts. Bounce Back. If you guys like the Bounce Back Sniper and you guys have the Elite Pack, they send you all these trade notifications. All right. Swipe Coin, Harmonics. All right, guys. In the Harmonics, everybody here has Harmonics. You go here and you subscribe, and guess what? They give you updates on trades right from here, guys. Right from here, you're going to get all kinds of updates in here. All right. So what you guys really want to be doing is, if you want any, these trades that people are sending out and stuff like that, Gold Cup, Swipe Coin, Pip Talk, Swipe Trades, right? Trust me, there's enough out there for you guys to be able to capture. All right. So if you guys would like to learn the Teacup strategy from Gold Cup, here's Lasaldo Torres. You come in here and you subscribe, and they send you different things. And look, he'll tell you when a trade goes out on this scanner, right? Now let me find who's somebody that I know for sure. Give me 1 second. Okay, let me see. No, would Mike Navarrete send some? Maybe Andre Boyd would. Let's see. Today, there it is. You see, look, check it out. So you get even charts, guys, in your Pip Talk, all right? And they explain the different trade setups and stuff. Now, one of the things that George said is, George Conseguera, go live trades. Guys, log into Go Live and get your trade setups, right? Don't be looking for these little freebie trading Telegram chats. Like, you can't vouch for anybody in there or what they're sending you guys. So stick with the platform. That's the best success rate that I would back up. All right. So going back to the concept, where does a person get started? Again, academies 100 to 200, 300 is the additional, 400 is taking you to expert level. Okay. Then you have Pip Talk to get you guys updates and even trade signals sent to your phone. All right. Sometimes some of these guys will even send you straight signals right to your phone through here. So you guys want to be paying attention to that. All right. And then you go to Go Live. Now check this out, guys. They've done an update on Go Live, which is really cool. Okay. Look at what it says. You scroll here. You're like, I don't know what to do. Where do I go? Well, the question is, are you a new member? Click here. And guess what? Here are the basics. These are the people that you want to be learning from when you first get started. All right. So look, it looks like Abel Melendez is back to basics every single day of the week. All right. So you guys got Abel Melendez, 11 a.m. every day. You guys have Ralph. You guys saw Ralph a few weeks ago on one of our training calls. Learn from Ralph. Okay. And these people, a lot of times, are even giving you trade setups. Okay. So very, very cool stuff. And look, if you guys want to learn swing trading, this is long-term trading. You guys can learn from Jimmer. Jimmer is actually a person that Mike Soltero brought into the business. Guys, Jimmer, he doesn't talk about this, but he manages multi-million-dollar accounts for a company. So not only does he teach here, he has a hedge fund that he's trading in, right? I think you might want to learn from this guy. For $175 a month, you get to learn from a guy that manages millions of dollars. Hello, go check that out, all right? And he has a Forex Basics course as well. So here, you've got plenty of people to watch from. So once you guys get through the 100 and 200 series, yes, you could finish the 300 series, but now you can jump in here, and I'm going to show you the button again. You jump in here, and you're going to go to where it says, are you a new member? Click that, and it's going to take you right here. And just watch some of these different people and find, you know, educators that you like. Find educators that you can relate to and connect with, and that'll make sense. Guys, look at this right now. At this very moment, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 live educators right now, right now. So this is where you guys should be spending your time, because these guys are expert traders trying to give you trade setups. Now, once you get through some of these basics and you say, Steve, I want to start trading right now. I want to start making money right now. Well, here is your next step, okay? I want everybody here to choose a weapon. If you choose the harmonic scanner, which is included in your basic platform, then guess what you're going to learn? You're going to come here and you're going to go to where it says harmonics, FRX harmonics. You see that? You click that, and there it is. These guys teach you the harmonic scanner. Simple enough, right? Boom. Maybe you say, but Steve, I've heard of these different products like the Steady Scanner, like the Gold Cup Scanner. You know, maybe you keep hearing about the Bounce Back Scanner. Well, guess what? You go to these guys and you watch them trade live. Very, very simple, right? How powerful is that? Here you go. Gold Cup US 30 and Forex live education, 9 a.m., Tuesdays through Thursdays. Boom. So guys, that is the next step. Once you go through the basics and you watch some of these basic educators, you guys get to go into the advanced. And what the advanced really is it usually is partnered with a strategy. It's usually partnered with a product that helps you then get trade signals sent to you. And then you literally copy and paste those signals and eventually learn the strategies that they use for those signals. Very, very powerful stuff, okay? Also, you can go here, FRX Academy, and this is the Forex Advanced here. So look, literally right here, Forex Advanced. These are educators that are teaching you advanced stuff, and typically what that means is you're watching them trade live and they give you trade setups, guys. It's that simple. It's that powerful. So this is the next level, all right? Academy, go live basics, and then Forex Advanced. And when you're at Forex Advanced, all of you should be choosing a weapon that you're going to stick to. If you like cryptocurrency, check out Swipecoin, learn from Crypto Picasso, learn from Nick Gomez, download the app, take those trades, right? Also Gold Cup, learn from Luke Longmire, all right? Learn from Kim Torres, all right, guys? And there's some other ones. I just don't want to confuse you, but there's a lot of good stuff here that you can learn from, but it's kind of like a package that you have to unravel over time. See, if I give you everything right now and I tell you do all this stuff, you're not going to remember half of it anyways, and then you're not going to do anything. So what I want to do is I want to give you piece by piece by piece. But if you guys are already beyond the basics, you know, you've already kind of understood some stuff, dive into these advanced educators, learn about these different scanners, give them a trial and demo first. And if you like it and you're getting good results, then you're going to go ahead and then start taking those trades live. All right. So I hope that you guys got some value from that. George, I answered your question. I would be subscribing to traders on Pip Talk, and I would be watching the live education like the other George said. Can we watch 300 now to get a head start? Only if you watch the 100 and 200 first. All right. Could you break down pairs and crosses in depth? Could you also break down buy stop, sell stop? Cole Brown, last week we covered this. If anybody has my video, you know, drop it in the chat for him in Telegram. Or if not, Cole reminds me, send me a message on Instagram or on Telegram after this. I have a whole video on buy stops, sell stops, and buy limits, sell limits, all that stuff. We literally covered that last week. All right. Now, I'll go ahead and jump into this. Now, this is covered in your academy, guys. Okay. But I want to kind of break it down because it can get so complicated sometimes. All right. So he's saying like these different crosses, down pairs. I don't know what down pairs are, but crosses are. I'm sorry, Cole Brown, explain what you're talking about when you say pairs and okay, I think I know what he's saying. Crosses like this. Look, very simple, guys. Let me show you this. In TradingView, you can create lists of pairs, by the way. This is an additional feature that I didn't learn until like a year and a half in. So you see this button here, you click it, and it gives you all of these pairs, right? Well, these are my specific pairs that I like to watch. But you can click this and you can create lists. Now I'm gonna show you my big list. And the reason is because you're gonna have almost every pair that people trade here. Now, I don't want you guys to get confused because they call them exotics. You guys ever heard that word, exotics? Exotics are like the United States dollar and the Mexican peso, USD MEX, right? Things like that, right? And then crosses are things that, so the standard, right? They're the basic pairs. The basic pairs is like GBP USD, Euro USD, anything with a USD in it, right? Not everything, but the top 8 have USD in it, right? It's the Euro USD, GBP USD, JPY USD. But then when you start getting into these exotics and these different crosses, you start getting things like Euro AUD, so that's the Euro and the Australian dollar. But guys, listen, terminology will kill you in this game because it could seem so complicated, but it's so simple. Forget about if it's an exotic, if it's a standard pair. All that you need to know is what 2 countries are you looking at, bro? That's it. That's all I want you to care about. What 2 countries? The British pound, the Australian dollar, that's GBP AUD right here. The British pound and the Japanese yen, that's GBP JPY. That's it. United States dollar versus the Swiss is CHF, right? So it's going to take time. Like, for instance, Swiss franc, Swiss, we spell it with SWISS, Swiss franc, but it's actually CHF. So you got to learn little things like that. But again, here's what I would encourage you guys is don't overcomplicate yourself with the different names of different pairs. All you need to know is one pair with another. By the way, gold, XAU, USD. Oil is, let me see, WTIC, OUSD. It's a little weird on the oil one. And there's another oil one that I trade. Let me look for it here. One second. It just says US oil, right? So don't get confused, guys, with all these different, it's just figure out what you're trading and don't worry sometimes about all this terminology that they put into it. I hope that makes sense, all right? And Cole Brown, make sure you remind me and I'll send you that video. It's in the Telegrams, but it's from last week, so it's probably lost in there. But I'll send it to you. Just message me on Telegram or on Instagram at Max the Mentor, and I'll get it over to you, all right? Now, we had some other questions as well. Let's see. Okay, now I want to answer this question. This is a good question. George says, how do you know when to exit a trade even if it hasn't hit take profit? Or let's say it hasn't hit your stop loss, but it's looking ugly. You're like, man, I don't know about this anymore, right? Some of you guys may have had that happen before, right? Let's look at a regular pair like Euro USD. All right, let's clear this out, remove indicators, clear this out, remove the drawings. All right, all right. If you guys still see that, just drop a quick 1. Just one person, drop a 1 if you still see my screen, okay? Okay, cool, thank you. All right, so let's say, for instance, guys, okay, how can we do this? Let's see how we would explain this. All right, so what you want to be looking for is Okay, okay, I got a good one for you. Boom, let's look at it here. So let's say, for instance, you got in this trade right here, okay? Here's your stop loss, and you were gonna take this thing up here somewhere, okay? For whatever reason, I'm not talking strategy right now. So let's say you're looking at, this is the Euro USD, you're looking at price, you're saying, man, I like this area here. I see some support here. I see that price has had a hard time passing this area. And now I see that this candle came up and came back to retest this area. I'm going to get on this on a buy, just to give you an example. Now, when you set up your take profit may be all the way up here, right? Now you're in profits. By the way, when you're in profits a good amount, I would say when you're in profit 30, 40% of what you want to make, move your stop loss into the profit area. You guys remember this? You guys remember us talking about this in the past? Move your stop loss into profits. Why? Because if price comes back down, you don't lose the trade. It's still a winning trade. Now check this out. Here's the question. If I want price to come up here, how do I know if I should close this trade? Well, there's a couple of things you can look for. All right, so I'm going to delete this now because you guys should understand what we're talking about by now. Let's say price comes up here. Who wants to tell me what this line is? What is this line? Somebody put in the chat. What is this line right here? What do you guys see there? That's a wick. Price came up and it wicked hard. A big, good call, Edwin, a big wick, right? Well, guess what? That's a clear indication that you got to be careful right there. Yes, Prince, that's rejection. Right there, I would be concerned and I may get out right there. But Steve Max, I'm only up 32 pips. I wanted to catch 80 pips. So what? Get your bag and get out. Or move your stop loss, like I said, into the profit zone somewhere and maybe close half your trade. Now, how do you close half your trade? Because this is a question we get a lot. I'm gonna walk through this with you. All right, you guys are gonna get some sauce. All right, if you guys are already getting some sauce, drop a 222 in the chat. If you are already learning something tonight here with us, all right? So let's say we're going to get into a trade, all right? Let me see if I can see myself. All right, and guys, at the very top, you put how much you're going to put per pip, right? So if you do, let's do 0.10. If I put 0.10, how much am I putting per pip? Somebody put it in the chat box. How much am I putting per pip if I do 0.10? Nope. 0.10. No. Come on, guys. Come on. You're killing me. Come on. 0.10 is $1. Guys. All right. You guys are making me do this. You guys are making me do this. Come on, guys. Guys, remember, forget common sense. Common sense is not valid here. Yes, if you see 0.01, that is a penny in real life, but you got to, yes, exactly, Jonah, you got to multiply this by 10, which means it is actually 10 cents a pip, okay? Then if you do 0.10, you got to multiply that times 10 real dollars, and it equals $1 per pip. And finally, if you do 1.0, don't ever mess this up, please, guys. I did $1 a pip and you did $10 a pip, man. You're gonna make a whole lot of money, and this is why trading on demo is important. All right, that's all I'll say. Oh God, you guys kill me, man. I love it. All right, so 1.0 is actually $10 per pip. Now, here's what I actually wanted to show you guys. And by the way, I'm just joking with you guys. don't worry about making mistakes here. This is why we learn together. A lot of people on this call probably thought that too. So let's say, for instance, I'm going to do a buy on NZD USD, and I'm going to do it at $1 a pip. Boom, I just entered that trade, okay? I'm in the trade. But let's say, remember, we're going back to this, this example. I see this massive rejection, and I'm like, holy crap, I think this thing's going to drop. What do I do? One, you go to modify your trade, okay? And then here, you can change your stop loss. So come here, look at a place that's actually in profit. So let's say this was your rejection candle. Okay, you know what? I'm going to put my stop loss in profit. Boom. I'm going to put it right here at this price now, right? Because if it comes back down, I won't lose money anymore. I'll just close at a slight profit. And then what you do is you come in here and you type that number here. And when you click modify, okay, it'll change your stop loss. But here's what I wanted to show you. You click this and you can close your trade, but instead of closing the whole trade, so let's say you're in profits. Let's say you're up $27 and you're like, man, I see that rejection candle. I see that big wick here. I don't want to lose all my money today on this trade. I want to take some money out of the game. Up here, let me see in the camera. Up here, I don't know if that's clear for you guys. It shows that you have 0.01 in the trade. That's how much is in the trade. So you can maybe close half your trade and do 0.05. And now when you close it, you will close with half your profits or half your losses. That's how it's when you hear somebody say, take partials. That means if you're up 20 pips, but you're going for 50, hey, close some of the trades so you get some of your money out the game, right? You take some of the money out the bag, and now you can let it go because maybe it doesn't, come all the way back to your stop loss and it keeps going. Well, take half your money out the game, right? So that's how you guys do it. Again, you go to your trade once it's open, you hover over it, okay? You press close, and then you come up here and you adjust the number. So if you had $1 a pip, maybe leave 50 cents in the game and close 50 cents of the trade, boom, and now only half your trade is open, okay? And if you put your stop loss in profit, now you have nothing to worry about, okay? So that's what I would say is when you wanna, if you're wondering if you should get out of a trade, okay? So you wanna be watching this. Now, by the way, guys, if you're doing a live account and you're doing 10 cents a pip, which is 0.01, you can't close more than that. You cannot close more than that, right? Minimum is 10 cents a pip. Now, I'm going to say something now, and this is only for all of my traders on KOT Forex, which is where I trade, okay? If you're on KOT Forex, I need you to pay attention to something. Everything we said here, 0.01 is 10 cents, 0.10 is $1, 1.0 is $10. All of that is true, except on KOT Forex, if you're trading cryptocurrency, the obvious is true. 0.01 is actually a penny. On KOT Forex, they let you go all the way down to a penny a pip, right? So like sometimes the stop losses on swipe trades, on swipe coin trades, from Picasso, they might be bigger stop losses than you're used to. And if you have a $100 account, even 10 cents a pip is a lot. On KOT Forex, you could do 3 cents a pip. But just remember that, make a note, because when I started with KOT Forex, you know what happened to me? I won a trade. I caught like 160 pips. Or no, I had caught like 240 pips, something like that. And I thought I put $1 a pip, and I had done 10 cents a pip. Imagine that, guys. I thought I made like over $200 on the trade. I ended up making 24 bucks. I was pissed, right? And it's because on KOT Forex, cryptos are different. So pay attention to that. The more you get into this, some of these different types of pairs, like for instance, on some brokers, if you trade US 30, a penny is crazy. Like it's not a penny, 10 cents is absolutely ridiculous. On FX Choice, 10 cents is actually chill. It's not that hard. So if you want to get into US 30 and you don't have a whole lot of money, you can actually trade on FX Choice. And it's actually, you'll make less, but you'll also risk less on FX Choice. So I hope that that helps some of you guys. Chris Coleman is following us, so that's good stuff. How does TP1 and TP2 work so you can set up more than one? Can you set up more than one? Great question, George. By the way, shout out to George. You know, he's personally wrote to me, and he's just been growing and learning and really taking this seriously. Shout out to him. Let's go. So here's what you do. All right. Now let's go ahead and use this as an opportunity to get right into our harmonic scanner. Okay. Let's go here. Strategies, harmonics. All right. All right, here we go. So let's say there's this trade and you see, and by the way, I'm going to show you on the harmonic scanner, but this is the same for anything. So if you get a swipe trade, a swipe coin, if you get, you know, Gold Cup, if you get one of the live educators and they say, take profit 2 is here. What does that mean? Okay. We're going to learn through the harmonic scanner, but again, this constitutes any type of trade that you guys may get into. All right. All right. Let's do it on this one. All right. Pop quiz. Is this a buy or a sell? One person drop it quick. Buy or sell? Am I buying or am I selling here? Sell. Okay. Why? Harmonic pattern is at the top. Entries at the top. Take profit is at the bottom. That's a sell. Okay. Because what we want is price to go into our direction straight down. All right. That's a sell. All right. And if you guys have a hard time with sells and buys, that's also in the video that I'm going to send to the young man who asked me for it earlier today. All right. So check this out. Boom. You have more than one take profit. How does it work? Okay. If the entry is at the top, Derek, that means it's a sell. If the entry is at the bottom, that means it's a buy on the harmonic scanner. Okay, great call. Great question. All right, and let me close my Telegram because I don't want us to get all right, cool. All right. Now, if there's more than one take profit, what do you do? Okay, very simple. All right. Jocelyn, is that the video? Is that the video that I asked for earlier? Jocelyn? Okay, thank you so much, Jocelyn. For the person that asked for that earlier, there it is. If you guys did not watch last week's, I really encourage you to watch last week's. We went into some good stuff, okay? Now, how does it work if you got more than one take profit? Okay, look, on MetaTrader 4, you will only have one take profit per trade. So this is how you would actually trade with the take profits. You open up two positions. Now remember, if your budget for the trade is, let's say, $1, I'm going to do $1 a pip. So I come here, I look at the stop loss. Okay, exactly, Edwin, twin trade. My stop loss is 17 pips. So if I'm going to do $1 a pip, I'm going to risk $17. Then you twin trade it. What that means, George, is enter 2 trades, right? You know, so, oh man, the trade's about to take off. Go in, enter 2 buys, enter 2 sells, to give you an example. Then go back in, click modify trade. First thing I do for all my trades is I go back and I put the stop loss right away. I don't play that. Enter the trade, stop loss on each. Boom. Then go back and on one of them put take profit 1 and on the other one put take profit 2. Boom. What that means now is worst case scenario, half your trade is going to automatically take profit at the first level. And if it keeps going, the second trade will hit the second TP and boom, you made money on one and you ended up making more money on the second. Now, very important. Once price goes into my first take profit, what do I do with my second trade? I come and I put my stop loss in the profit zone. In the profit zone, okay? Now I'm gonna let that second trade ride up to take profit 2. And maybe depending, like you see, look at what happened here, guys. Look at this. It went up, massive rejection down. You may have hit your stop profit there. it comes back up and it wicks. So, you know, so now it may go up, but here's the point is maybe around, this goes back to George's first question is, you know, when do you get out of a trade? If I start seeing all these wicks, I may just close that sucker up and be out. Be happy with whatever bag you got and close it up, all right? So that's how you do take profit one, take profit two, and by the time that you guys are doing like $1 a pip, $5 a pip, if you want to do some long-term trading, you could also set your third trade up to take it all the way to take profit three, all right? Personally, right now, I scalp more often than I let things ride out because it may not seem like it, but guys, this is so many hours right here, like so many hours. I mean, if you have the patience for it, guys, go for it. This is 18 freaking hours right there. You know, let me see. 10 hours, about 10 hours to the highest point. Most of the time when I use the harmonic scanner, I'm trying to get in and out with the bag. I'm not trying to wait that long, but if you ever want to take profit three, that's another way to do it. Now, if you want to manually do it, you could do one trade, and then once it hits take profit one, move your stop loss into profit, and then make your take profit two. You know what I mean? Like you would have to manually go in and do it. But the best way to do it is what Edwin said, which is twin trading, enter 2 trades or 3 trades at smaller amounts, and then put the take profits at you know, at different levels. This is already an intermediate conversation. So if you guys are beginners and you're lost, don't worry. This is kind of more advanced on how you take trades. Okay. Now a good question, and then we're going to jump into some stuff with the harmonic scanner. How should I know what to put for a stop loss? Now, there's no easy answer to that. There's no easy answer to that. The best question I can give, or let me put it this way. For now, all the trades that you're taking, Derek, are going to have stop losses because they're going to come from the harmonic scanner. The harmonic scanner always gives you a stop loss, right? You guys are going to see there's always a stop loss in there. You see that? Now with these trades, guys, that have, you see how it has 2 entries? If you see these wicks, this is telling me it's not coming down here. You see these wicks at the bottom? That's rejection. It's not going to drop more. I actually wouldn't put my stop loss all the way down here. That's too many pips. What I would do is I would put my stop loss maybe at this second entry point. That's about 18 pips. That's what I would do. All right, I would do something like that. All right, Tiger, we'll talk about that. You're gonna like the strat. I'm gonna give you guys a strategy on this call. So for everybody that's here, I recommend you stay. I'm gonna give you guys a quick strategy that I've been using. So check this out. The way that you guys figure out your stop loss, first of all, I like to look at where the market is. So even though this could be a stop loss, realistically, guys, you know, look at the market. The market is showing you right here that there's a zone right here. You see that zone? So if I'm going to put a stop loss, I don't need to go much lower than that, guys. You see what I'm saying? So what I would do is use my long position tool. For those that were here last week, what does the word long mean? If I'm longing something, what does that mean? Long is buy. Long is buy. Okay, good call, good call. All right, pop quizzes, I like them. All right, so here we go. Boom. So if I see this zone right here, I mean, for these scalping trades, price has no business going below this. If it goes below this, guys, take the loss because for your trade, it doesn't make a difference. So that's how I would find a stop loss. I would actually look at the market and I would see where has price been at in the past. And like I mentioned to you guys, look at this zone right here. I would just go below the zone, boom. And by the way, when you use this long position tool or the short position tool, you see how it's green right here? That's your take profit. You see it's red here? That's your stop loss. Okay? I'll show you it on TradingView. I'm going to enter this trade. I go here from my long position tool. Means I'm going to buy. Let's say I entered right here. Boom, stop loss. boom, take profit, and look here on the side. You guys see how it's red here? That's your stop loss. You see how it's green here? That's your take profit. That's what you put on your MetaTrader 4. All right? Guys, I'm giving you guys sauce that nobody taught me. I literally had to teach myself this by playing with TradingView. All right? It gives it to you right there. And it gives it to you right there. Okay? Boom. Now let's go back to the scanner. Very important. Guys, the most important thing in trading is not how much you're going to make. The most important thing in trading is, if this trade goes against me, am I okay with the loss? That's it. That's what you need to figure out. And by the way, if you don't put a stop loss, who wants to tell me what they can lose on that trade? Somebody drop in the chat. If you don't put a stop loss, how much is the potential of your loss? Edwin said, you're broke, right? Because you can lose everything. Exactly, everything. Margin out. Yeah, they're gonna clear you out until zero or close to zero. They'll shut your trade out. All right. So very important. So here's how you do this. You use this little calculator ruler thing. You click wherever price is right now. So look, I'll give you a live example. Let's look at this. Okay, no. Let's see if there's something by an entry point. Okay, let's just use this one for an example. I wouldn't enter this trade because I don't like where it's at and what it's doing. But let's say I did, okay? And let's say that I was going to, okay, would I use my long position tool or my short position tool on this trade? Somebody drop it in the chat. It's an advanced question. I want to know if you guys are learning. Yes, exactly. I'm going to use my short position tool because it's going to show me how to sell it. And my trade would actually be right here. Do you guys see this little red line? That's where price is right now. I'm going to click that. Boom. And I'm going to make my stop loss right above the structure point up here. All right, so you guys should be able to see that right there. I'm going to draw this little line. Boom. Let's make it thicker so you guys can see it. Let's make it thicker than that. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So you guys see how there's structure. What is structure? It's just a point in the market. Okay? Just a point in the market. So I'm going to put my stop loss there. And I'm going to hope that it's going to come down and take profit too, just to give you some numbers, right? Boom. How do I know what to risk on this trade? Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my little calculator, my measuring tool. Price is right here, right now. And I'm going to take it to where my stop loss is going to be. Who wants to estimate by looking at my screen? How many pips is it to the stop loss by looking at my screen? Exactly. It's about 31 pips or so. 30 pips, exactly. Now, if I have a $100 account, and I want to risk 3% of my account, how much do I put per pip? If it's a 30 pip stop loss and I only want to risk 3% of my account, how much would I put per pip? Let's see if somebody can figure it out. First of all, what is 3% of $100? Somebody put in the chat. All right, who agrees with George? Who agrees with George? Is anybody that graduated a couple of? What's 3% of $100, guys? Come on, I know somebody has to know what 3% of $100. $3. $3. All right? No, $3. Okay, so 3% of 100. By the way, if you don't know, use a calculator. Use a calculator. Okay. So 3% of $100 is $3. So Derek said, how do I know where to put my stop loss? I already kind of explained a little bit of how to find that. Either the trade's going to come with it, or you can look at where price has hit in the past. Okay, by the way, you guys can review this video 17 times if you have to. That's how I had to learn this stuff. I didn't learn. First time somebody explained it on a live call, I didn't understand jack. I had to watch it 17,000 times. So if you don't understand, hello, welcome to my world. Some of you guys are like, I get everything. You're a freaking genius, right? If you're going to risk $3 of 100 and it's 30 pips, what times 30 is $3? Walter already got it, but I want you guys to really understand why. Shout out to Walter. you would do 10 cents a pip because you only want to risk $3. So if you had a $100 account, you're going to do 10 cents a pip. And then if this thing drops all the way down, you would make about $9.50. Somebody tell George what 10 cents a pip is. I need somebody else to tell George. Somebody else tell George how much is 10 cents a pip, all right? Exactly, it's 0.01. So if you guys have a $100 account, here's what I would tell you guys more often than not. On a $100 account, you don't want to do more than 10 cents a pip. If you have a $1,000 account, you can do about $1 a pip. Do people do more? Yes. Do I have people that take a $100, $300 account and they start doing crazy stuff like $5 and $10 a pip? Yes. But they also blow a lot of accounts. So if you have a $100 account, my encouragement is no more than 10 cents a pip. When you're at about $500, you could do about 50 cents a pip. When you're at about $1,000 account, you could do about $1 a pip. Okay? That's give or take. Now, here's the thing, guys. Okay? And I am going to teach you guys some stuff for those that stay on after 10. For those that got to go, that's okay. But here's what I want you guys to understand. If you have a $1,000 account, okay, a $1,000 account, look at this. This is what I want you guys to be going to, forex21.com. You're going to go here where it says compound calculator. You're going to put your account balance. I don't care what you start with. And I just want you guys to focus on making 3% a day. After all your wins, any losses, 3% a day. And you're going to do this for 240 days, which is about 1 working year, Monday through Friday, excluding holidays. Okay? Now, if you have a $1,000 account, you only need to make $30 in a day and you stop trading. You stop trading. But Steve, it was only $30. You stop trading. Okay? You made 3% in a freaking day. This is how Armando Sotero grew a multiple 6-figure account with $300. 3% a day. That's all you know. Greed blows accounts, absolutely. So here's what I wanted to show you. You have a $1,000 account and you're like, but Steve Max, only $1 a pip? Guess what, guys? Guess what? Only $1 a pip. You get into this trade here, you take it to take profit 1, you already made more than enough money for your entire day. You made 48 pips. That's $48. You close that, you walk away from your account. Okay? If you lose, I would never want to lose more than 1 to 3% of your account per day. If you lose more than 1 to 3% of your account per day, stop trading. See, this is more about protecting your capital than it is about winning. So many people are so focused on winning that they forget to control their losses and protect their account. Guys, here's another lesson. Write this down. If you're entering more than 3 trades a day, you're over trading. And you may have a good winning streak. Eventually, that's going to catch up with you. Get into 1 or 2 winning trades a day. Stop. Do it again tomorrow. Stop. Do it again the next day. Stop. Do it again the next day. Listen, guys. George, who's on here, we were in the same investment company. Guys, there is no way in bloody hell that you could take a $1,000 account to over $1 million. Yes, this is $1 million in 1 year, except with Forex. So here's what I want you to understand. So many people get lost in, I only made $30, but you really need to be thinking, but if I do this every day, I'm going to have $1 million account. That is the major goal. Don't focus on, I only made $30 today. Focus on, 6 months from now, which is about 120 working days, you can turn $1,000 into $33,000. How many of you guys would like to have an account with $33,000 in it? Now, every single time you trade, guys, you're making over $1,000 a day. Okay? That's what I want you guys to focus on. All right? So how do you choose your stop loss? 1, all of the trades you guys get sent from us and all of the scanner trades, they have a stop loss. Okay, that's first of all. Second of all, if you want to get a tighter stop loss, look at where price has been. You know, you got to sometimes look back, right, where price has been, and find a point of structure like what I said here. Price was already coming down, so I'm going to put it here or maybe just a little bit above there. But if it breaks that, I don't want nothing to do with it. I'm getting out of that trade. That's what I put my stop loss at. And then how much you put per pip is dependent not on your gains, on your losses. How much would you lose if this trade goes against you? And then if you have a $100 account, 3% is $3. A $1,000 account, you shouldn't be wanting to lose more than 30 bucks per trade, guys. All right? If this has given you some clarity on something, drop a 444 in the chat if you guys have gotten something out of this lesson so far. All right? Light bulb moment. Endless nuggets. I like that. All right? Now, don't go away. Don't go away. Don't go away. All right? I know some of you guys are like, it's getting late. And listen, if you want to go watch Go Live, go do that. Prince said, I ain't leaving. I love it. It's like the dude from Wolf of Wall Street. I'm not going to use the term he used, but he's like, I'm not leaving. I ain't going nowhere. You gotta kick me out of here. All right? So guys, what I'm going to do is let me stop this real quick. And I'm going to make a separate recording for this.